Hi guys, I'm Tara and today I'm creating an extra worker for a startup I'm involved in with two others. This worker is going to be our CEO, the go-to guy for all the knowledge of our documentation. I wanted to film the process because what I'm going to show you is so simple and productive, and it's available to anyone, no subscriptions needed. And also the statistics show that not many people are actually using it, which is crazy. So if you want to impress your boss, get yourself a super smart study buddy or supercharge your way through any documents, then check this out. So here we are on the OpenAI homepage, and I will show you how to build a custom GPT. They're accessible to anyone. If you've got internet access, you can develop your own custom GPT. And it might sound complicated, but it's really simple. So first, I'm going to explain what a custom GPT is, or what it does. So they're designed to allow users to create and customize their own versions of ChatGPT. That's a very simple, easy way to think about it. And if we go from the homepage, go up to products, go to this left-hand side, ChatGPT login. So here's the chat interface. If you go over to the side panel on the left, go down to explore GPTs, click that, and this is actually the famous GPT store. There's some interesting cases here, but what we're going to do is go over to create a GPT, and next to that is my GPT. So this is my library of them, but I'm going to create a new one here, and we're going to fill out 6 sections. Really simple. So up the top here, you'll notice you can either type. You can basically have a conversation and the AI will help you make your own GPT. I don't find that as useful as just going straight to the source and completing it yourself. So we've got name, description, and instructions. Name and description don't influence the behavior of the AI. So the name of this one's going to be Motivate Mate. And this is where it becomes important what you say. So I like to split the instructions up into 3 parts. The first one is, the second one is role, and the third one is instructions or tasks. So for our context, I've actually typed it out already, so I'm going to copy paste. What we're looking for with context, or what we're trying to explain in these instructions, is the background context of who this GPT is or assistant is. So here I've got, you have 20 years of experience founding multiple tech startups that now have over 1 million users. So this gives a framework for the AI to draw its knowledge from. Then it goes on to say you are now starting up Motivate Mate. That's our startup. It's an AI voice-powered business consultant designed for people starting a new business and looking for a sounding board, quality feedback, and goal-setting strategies. So we've already established that it's the CEO. You have a thorough knowledge and understanding of the system, processes, and tools used to build Motivate Mate. Your team will ask you questions, and you will use your knowledge base about Motivate Mate to answer the teammates' questions. Very simple. It's not much. It's very clear. And then finally, instructions. You may very well be able to get away with not putting instructions, but I like to state the obvious. So analyze the knowledge base, which we'll go through next. Analyze the user's question thoroughly so that you have a sound understanding of exactly what they have asked in the context of Motivate Mate. So I'm just kind of further grounding it inside of its tasks and really outlining how it should be thinking. Here I put, you must not create new knowledge or any ideas or information that is not already present within your knowledge base. And the caps lock accentuates the instruction, and the hashtags also accentuate the instruction. Okay, so next is conversation starters, and this isn't a necessity. You can completely just leave that, or you can pop one in. They'll just pop up at the beginning of the conversation. So an example of a question you might ask a CEO is consult script. Yeah, so I've just put in 3 starters. What are the top priorities for Motivate Mate? How can we improve the scenarios in make.com? And tell me what you think about the initial consult script. So now we're up to the knowledge base, and this is where we will upload those documents that we don't want to have to sift through to find our answers. All right, and the last thing that we'll be looking at is this capability. So web browsing allows it to have access to the web, which can be helpful. Like in our case, it's helpful if I want to reference or like get further deeper information about software like make.com or Airtable, then I'm going to leave web browsing on so I can get that specific information with, of course, this instruction still guiding it. So it's not just going to go rogue in the internet. And DALL-E image generation. I love it. I'll always put that on there, and I'll actually show you how it can be used. And then code interpreter, we'll use that because we've got some code in our solution. And over here, we can now test it out in the preview mode. So let's look at, we'll start with this one. What is the top priority for Motivate Mate? I don't think Add These Documents would have actually specified that, but I do think that it would be able to generate some sort of an inference. So top priority for Motivate Mate is to ensure efficient and effective handling of business consultations from client intake to final report delivery. This includes automating form intake and call initiation, comprehensive client data management, generating detailed and actionable reports, ensuring data privacy and security, and providing ongoing client support. By focusing on these priorities, Motivate Mate aims to deliver high-quality business consultancy services that are efficient, personalized, and secure. Awesome. I am very interested in what it has to say about the scenario. Documentation does not contain actual code snippets. Instead, it provides a structured breakdown of the steps. Awesome. Can you create the most appropriate visually pleasing logo for Motivate Mate? I've given it a lot of creative license. Wow, that looks cool. Motivate Mate. So once you're happy with the GPT you've created, go up to the top right-hand corner, click Create, and if you'd like to share it with anyone, you can click this one here and save, and here's our link. There it is. And that's how you create your own custom GPT. If you like the video and want to hear more of AI automation tips, then subscribe to this channel.